This is one of those things where I just have to laugh at myself. 'Cause this message is all about, are you ready? And how do we know we're ready? And sometimes we just have to follow what God's leading us to do, whether we think we know the way we're going or not. The scripture that came to my heart was, a man's heart plans his way, but the Lord directs his steps. And so here I am laughing to myself because the one computer doesn't work, but the other one does. And of course, you think you've got great plans, you got something to share, and I'll just go on and I'll just quickly do it. But no, here we are, half an hour, 45 minutes later, and that's what happens, right? In his heart, a man plans his steps. I'm just going to go do this. But the Lord directs it. So I just pray right now that this message gets out, that somehow it's going to get uploaded. And it is part of my prayer. Help for some of this technology stuff. Sometimes we become too capable. And so we continue to try and do everything on our own, and God didn't make us to do life on our own. And so I do have a prayer for some help with the technology area because I end up doing far too much of it. But the purpose of this message was really, we've been taught how to manage money. We've been taught how to steward money. And if we're stewarding that which is limited, we're actually not really stewarding that which God called us to, which is to be in relationship with Him, the God of limitless possibilities, unlimited potential. And so if we're always trying to spend less than we earn so we can squeeze into a budget and get a positive number at the bottom, we actually end up reducing the size of our expectations. It takes an awful lot to walk by faith and not by sight. But in finance, when you're walking with God, that's exactly what it takes. What has He put in your heart? How much does it cost? And then to look at finances in terms of flowing, and to realize that the world is changing so fast, the financial world that we live in, that we have to really trust the word of the Lord, do our research, and then make sure that what we're doing is we're actually earning more than we're spending. But in order to do that, you need to know what you're going to spend in the first place. So, but if you start with, okay, I've got this much, now how am I going to squeeze it to accomplish everything? Then what happens is over time, you start to reduce the size of your dreams. And God is a very big God, and He wants us to increase the size of our dreams, God-sized dreams. But that doesn't mean that we walk naively or we dig our head in the sands. It doesn't mean that we just go out and spend because we want to spend. It means we are very intentional, because He is a very intentional God, and He's got good plans and purposes that He wrote about in our heavenly books before time began. And so I pray right now that this message blesses you, and that from there that you will take a step of faith for finances. You can visit the URL, and all the information is on the YouTube channel. I encourage you to subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Facebook, follow us on Facebook, and make sure that you join at MoneyMinding.com. All the information is on the YouTube channel. But right now, God bless in immeasurable ways beyond all that you could ask or imagine. Shalom. Bye-bye.